Joseph from White Flag. You're listening to Keith Woodhouse. This is the WOT Show on Radio Woking. And hello, Facebook world. We have eventually got to you. My guests in the studio this evening are Dick and Adam. And your real name is Richard, isn't it?
Yes, that's right, Keith.
They are from the Ribs. Right? And we'll be talking a little bit about why they are in the studio. But why is your name Dick?
I want to know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. There are a number of different explanations. The most plausible one is that when I went away to college, I insisted on taking my record deck with me. And there were two guys already where we were in the halls of residence called Richard. So, and they each had nicknames. One of them's nickname was Richard, which actually suited his personality. And one of them was called Ned. And they tried to come up with a nickname for me, and they said, "Am I allowed to say this, Keith?" They said, "Can we call you Dick?" And I said, "No." And so they came up with that instead. And that's the most plausible one. It's the only one I'm putting on air anyway.
Of course you could say Dick. It's a name, isn't it?
It is, and it's the name of my grandfather and my uncle.
Is it really? Yeah. Didn't people get confused? Did they have to have nicknames as well?
Yeah, Richard, yeah.
Yeah. So your grandfather and your uncle, so it would have been your grandfather's son.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm good at this genealogy, you know. I know about this. Hello, Sarah. But, yes, I know about genealogy and things like that.
Hello, Sarah.
It's living in the past, as it were.
Funny you should say that.
Yeah. You see, this isn't just thrown together, this show.
He is good.
This not just thrown together. We are going to be playing some tracks from Plenty and the Ribs and more Gallons during this section, and because they are none of them signed to PRS, which is nice for us, so as we can play you. But you've got a gig coming up on Saturday at the City Club, Joseph Road in Guildford.
That's right.
Doors open all day, really, because they open about 12 o'clock. Yeah. But what time does your gig start? Doors open, as it were.
So I think doors open. Actually, Sarah will probably be able to tell us. She's just on there. I think they open at 7 or 7:30. First band on at 8. So 3 bands on. There's Vanton, then Plenty, and then the Ribs.
So you're headlining?
We're headlining.
You've only played 2 gigs and you're headlining?
Two, and a couple more. 2 times 2. But
so you've had 4 gigs and you're headlining. This really is Radio Headland we're talking now, isn't it? Right, where they just come along, play a couple of gigs, next thing you know they're doing Glastonbury.
Yeah, we're open to offers again.
Yeah. See,
we'll play the car park.
You've got to get in. Doesn't matter, does it? A lot of people stay in the car park to watch you, if you're any good. Don't know where you're going to get your electricity from, but, you know, you'd have to do it acoustically.
Yeah,
unplugged and live. Anyway, let's hear a track from Plenty. Right? Because you were an original member of Plenty, weren't you?
That's right, yeah.
And who were the other members?
So we had Graham Firth.
Who is now True Deceivers.
Who is now True Deceivers. We had Duncan Ziggers.
Who is
formerly of Eat the Sofa.
Eat the Sofa.
And now Plenty and Eat the Sofa. And Jay Williamson.
Jay Williamson.
Yeah. Who's
my old mate Jay.
Banton and now Charlie Farley Sunday Farley.
Charlie Farley Sunday 4. So, yes.
Never say that.
It's like a super group now, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yes. In some ways, it is exactly like a super
now,
group.
You've done it the other way round, you see. You've got all the members back again and become a super group, rather than bringing them all in to become a super group like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
That's right. Yeah.
See?
Again,
so
many parallels.
It's like, what's his name? Graham Nash going back to play in the Hollies, and they've become a super group, you see? And he stands there singing Bus Stop. Now, do you know the Hollies originally recorded Marrakesh Express? And I was listening to an interview with Graham Nash, and he said that the original Marrakesh Express was by the Hollies. And he says, sorry guys, it wasn't very good. And I tracked it down and had a listen, and he was right. It wasn't. Anyway, let's have a track from Plenty. This is, what are we starting with? Feeling Free. I've just got to make sure I've done it all right. I've got the list right here. This is Feeling Free from Plenty. That's the first track from Plenty. I played this track when Dec kindly sent it through to me in the week, and it was as if I'd been listening to it, you know, yesterday. And I don't think I've got any tracks by you, so I must have seen you play so many times that I know these tracks all the way through. And it's a track called A Little Horse. Yeah, and it's a great track. In fact, I felt a little horse this afternoon. The RSPCA put a stop to that. They were soon in there. Right, and before you start ringing in, no, I didn't. Right, I just lost my voice.
So this track was, tell you a little story about this track, Keith.
You'll have to make it quick.
Make it very quick. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I won't tell you a little story about it.
Well, tell us afterwards
I'll tell
about
you
it.
afterwards.
Yeah, because we've just got time to get it in before the news. This is Plenty and A Little Horse.
in the kitchen is cooking up some ribs, but she don't mind, 'cause the sickness hurts. Poppy blows her see-through, you and me, just one more prick in the little white arm that should seal my destiny. A little horse, a little horse, a little horse. She lays right back and sinks into the ground, all swallowed up with the needle on the ground. What's in my inside? I know it for a fact. Looking at pictures of little needle cats. Poppy blows her see-through, you and me, just one more prick in the little white arm that should seal my destiny. A little horse, a little horse, a little horse. Jackie's still sick, and her head still hurts. She don't mind, 'cause the tanks still work. Mountains all wiped out on the kitchen floor. Just one more day and one more score. Poppy blows her see-through, you and me, just one more prick in the little white arm that should seal my destiny. Ah. A little horse, a little horse, a little horse. Radio Woken, news of the world, news of the world.
The Prime Minister will meet with Donald Trump in Washington later. Theresa May has already travelled to the United States. She will become the first foreign leader to hold talks with him since he was sworn into office. The government has set out its plans to leave the EU. MPs will now debate the Brexit bill next week. Meanwhile, the Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn says he will instruct his MPs to vote for Brexit. Some, though, are expected to rebel. Employment rights for mums are to be discussed. A group of MPs are looking into the current rules. It's over accusations that some are being pushed out of their jobs while they're expecting. Tim Peake is to return to the International Space Station. The government says it's so he can carry out further research work. He's been at the London Science Museum, where he made the announcement a little bit earlier. And we're going to get figures later on how many visitors from overseas entered the UK. Those figures will be released a little bit later. That's the latest from Radio News Hub. I'm Jamie Fletcher.
A light glass of Cabernet Franc overlooking one of Cape Town's many picturesque vineyards. Ocean fishing off the coast of Knysna. And a 3-day safari experience at the Amakala Woodbury tented camp. Experience the real South Africa with Visions of Africa for as little as £1,635. Call 0800 012 9010 to book your South African adventure.
Radio Woking News with the Woking News and Mail, I'm Dave Johns. A landlord has been ordered to pay more than £8,000 for a catalogue of health and safety hazards in a flat that he let at Goldsworth Park. Alan Fowler of Purley Way, Frimley, was prosecuted by Woking Borough Council for failing to comply with 2 improvement notices. The first charge, for which he was convicted at Guildford Magistrates Court, included failure to install smoke detectors and a kitchen door and carry out an electrical installation condition report for the property in Bainton Mead. The second charge accused him of failing to rectify damp and mould growth, various food safety and hygiene problems, failure to repair badly cracked ceramic floor tiles in the kitchen and bathroom, and a leaking toilet. He was fined £4,500, the council's costs of over £3,700 and a victim surcharge of £200. A council spokesman said after the court hearing, Mr Fowler failed to carry out any of the works required by the notices, and therefore the council was left with no other option but to prosecute him. Knife owners have until the end of January to surrender their weapons at police stations in a county-wide amnesty. Bins have been placed at stations in Woking, Guildford, Staines and Reigate. Knives left in them will be given to the British Ironworks Centre and used to make a 200-foot high angel in memory of those who have been stabbed to death. Superintendent Bex Smith said, "If you possess a potentially dangerous knife, please take this opportunity to get rid of it safely and anonymously. Carrying one is illegal and you will be arrested and prosecuted if we catch you with one." A Woking man has been fined and banned for driving for 25 months after being found guilty of being almost 3 times the drink-drive limit. Stuart Anthony Willis of Maybury Road was fined £400 at Guildford Magistrates Court and ordered to pay an extra £170 in court costs and a victim surcharge after being arrested on the 26th of October last year. Outline, the support organisation for Surrey's LGBT community, is holding an evening of coffee and cakes with a talk at the Surrey History Centre on Thursday the 23rd of February. The event at the centre in Goldsworth Road, Woking, is open to all and free to attend. It starts at 6:30 in the evening and includes a tour of the centre's 6 miles of shelves, which contain documents, pictures and books dating back as far as the 13th century. From the Woking studios, this is Radio Woking News.
And slowly and surely they drew their plans against us.
Moving swiftly through the airwaves, speakers blazing as they came, brought a mighty radio station bearing Woking as its name.
We want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do.
Well, wait, baby, let's go.
We're going to have a party.
Radio Woking. Local news, local music, just for you. Listen online. See you there.
Hello, this is Chloe Ramona from the Ramonas, and you're listening to Keith Woodhouse, and I'd like to remind him that the restraining order is still in place, so if he comes near us again, he's going to prison.
Time is overrated, gone within the blink of an eye. When you think you made it, something's gonna give, something's gonna give, something's gonna give, something's gonna give. What you think you're changing, all you're gonna change is your mind. When you think you made it,
Nice bit of drumming there to finish it off.
Yeah.
You're listening to Keith Woodhouse. This is the What Show on Radio Woking. My guests in the studio are Richard and Adam.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you.
He
very
said to
much.
me, "Don't call me Rich." Or Ricky. Or anything like that. So I thought, looking at the size of him, I'm not going to take a chance. He's a big boy. But that was the first song from the Ribs. A track called Life. And you were going to tell us the story of a little horse, but we didn't have time. So tell us the story about this. Because
Jay's going to tell me I tell this differently every time now as well. But just after we first wrote, well, I think Duncan wrote it, and then we sort of finessed it a bit. And we were driving round in the back roads of Surrey. I was taking Jay home, and lo and behold, it must have been about 11 o'clock at night or something. Lo and behold, in front of us, out jumps a little pony, and just started trotting down the road in front of us. So we slowed right down, followed it along the road for about 150 yards, and then it went into a little paddock, maybe with a bit of help from us, not nudging it or anything.
was it actually a paddock or just an ordinary field?
I can't remember. Field. I don't know what's the difference.
Well, you see, fields have what's the name, like barley and oats and
Oh no,
things
it
like
was
that.
a paddock. It was definitely a paddock.
Why didn't you call it My Little Pony?
Trademark.
Yeah,
Other toys.
other toys are available with horses. Right, I'm not going through them all.
Mr. Ed?
Right? But speaking of toys and as we were, do you know what cartoon dog gets its name from the Frank Sinatra song "Strangers in the Night"?
Scooby-Doo.
That's right. They got it from the Doobie Doobie Doo. And he took his name from that. And I told someone there, and they said to me, "That's another thing which you have made up." Right? And there, in my quiz book, a few days later, comes up. Right? Where does he get his name from? So there you are. So that if you are playing in a quiz on Sunday, don't forget where you can send part of your winnings. If that is the question which gets you the £100 jackpot. Do they still have £100 jackpots? I gave up going to quizzes because people cheat, and it really gets on my nerves. They get on their phones, don't they, and they cheat. Like, I mean, years ago, when they had to climb out the toilet window and run down to the phone box, that you wouldn't mind, right? But when they just get out their mobile phones and cheat, and it's a true story, this. My phone went one evening, right? Or it may have been during the day, probably during the daytime. And I answered it, and it was my daughter, right? And she was in a pub in Sydney, Australia, cheating in a quiz, asking me the answer to a question. Absolutely true. And I said to her, "I hate cheating in pub quizzes." And she said, "I'm ringing from Australia. Will you please just give me the answer?"
It wasn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire then?
No, it wasn't anything like that. No.
Nothing we did.
No. It wasn't phone a friend. She wouldn't have phoned me. She would have phoned someone who knew the answer. Who wouldn't have argued. Spent 30 seconds going, "And what are you ringing me for? I'm in the middle of my dinner." Right? "Hello, this is Chris Tarrant. Next voice here is Kate." I should have known. I was enjoying this. It's going to get cold now. Right? 30 seconds later, he said, "What is that?" Oh, let's have another song from Plenty. This is Chloe's Rest. You didn't run down Chloe a few nights after writing this one, did you?
Fifth Amendment.
once again. And I'm starting to climb back up the open road, back to where I call home, back into her arms, Chloe's rest. Na 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 na, 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 Chloe's rest.
Chloe's Rest from Plenty, and if you'd like to hear them play it live, pop along to City Club. I'm visualising the bar in my mind and I couldn't even think where it was. So pop along to City Club on Saturday. Doors open at 7, but if you want to go earlier, I'm sure they will let you in because it is a lovely club down there, lovely people. And you, first band will be on at 8,
Vanton, yeah,
which is Vanton,
Yep.
then Plenty,
Yep.
and then after their 4-gig practice
Yeah,
is going to be the Ribs.
that's right.
Right? Because I'm having to remember who you are, you see, because I always think of you as Plenty because I've not seen the Ribs yet. So that's it.
Yeah, don't miss it.
Right.
Yeah, ribs.
Yeah,
Right.
plenty of ribs.
The other week I started a new slot on the show, which is Sailor's Legacy, which is a memory of David Bowie. So it doesn't always have to be a David Bowie song that I play, right? But it's just got to be something that is related to that. And Morgellons wrote a track after his death last year, and it's called A New Star in Heaven, and they kindly sent it to me the other week, which I was going to put in my David Bowie memorial show, as it were, the other week, but they sent it as an MP4, not as an MP3, so I was a bit lost there. I'm getting a prick in my neck if I keep looking at you. Right? That's better, yeah, sit down. So anyway, this is Morgellons and their tribute to David Bowie, which is A New Star in Heaven. Morgellons and a new star in heaven, their tribute to David Bowie. And if you like the Morgellons, they are going to be playing in Hersham on Sunday the 7th of May. There's going to be 8 other bands, so it's 9 bands playing. Then the day before, at the same venue, which is Hersham Sports and Social Club, you can see the legendary 999 plus supporting acts. So pop along there. All the details are undercoverfest.com. I'm getting messages here telling me who else is on. Red and Phoenix Cree are also on the Sunday service when Morgellons are playing. And Phoenix Cree, of course, are fronted by the lovely Elaine McGinty, who will be on air at 8 o'clock following the show here. You're listening to Keith Woodhouse. This is What Show. I was going to say What Radio. I thought, hang on a minute, take it over. This is Anarchy. But we are going to have a break. Almost said it. I would have had to go for the confectionaries there. And after that, we have another track from Plenty.
Online and on DAB Digital Radio. This is Radio Woking.
The entire world watched. They watched each step down the rungs of that small ladder, one after another, and waited with great anticipation for that last step.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
At that moment, humanity saw the impossible become the possible. And today, the sky is not the limit, but chiefly, pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
This is Radio Woking.
bedroom with her head beneath the pillow, trying not to listen to them row. Imagining a place where she is happy and contented, but she just can't escape the here and now. Doesn't matter what she says, they never seem to listen, never seem to notice that she's there. Too wrapped up with fighting to get on with the living, so wrapped up that they don't seem to care. And she knows this is where it ends. Yes, she knows this time. And she knows this has got to end. It's got to end this time. This is where it ends. Yes, she knows this time. And she knows this has got to end. It's got to end this time. And she knows this is where it ends. Yes, she knows this time. And she knows this has got to end. Got to end this time. It's got to end this time. It's got to end this time.
The End from Plenty, written by Duncan Siggers.
Graham.
Oh, it was written by Graham, was it?
Yeah, that one was Graham, yeah.
You told me that was Duncan.
No. Not unless I've got that completely wrong. No, that was definitely a Graham one. So Duncan wrote Chloe's Rest and A Little Horse.
Yeah.
And Graham wrote The End.
Right.
So, yeah.
We played four tracks.
Sure?
We played four tracks by Plenty.
We played four
Feeling
Plenty
Free.
Tracks. Yeah.
Who wrote that one?
That was a jam. That
was a jam.
Yeah. So we were in rehearsal.
So it was a jam cover.
Mucking about.
Why didn't you do a town called
Not
Malice?
the jam cover. No, we were just mucking about in the in a rehearsal, and that sort of came tumbling out of our instruments, if I'm allowed to say that on radio.
On TV.
On TV.
That
thing's putting me. Hello.
Bigging up your part here, aren't you? I like to say
3
Jules.
hours in makeup. Yeah.
Well, it was when we were sitting around jamming, Jules. Right? And thanks for inviting us on to do the countdown for New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open to offers.
You're listening to Radio Woking, not the BBC. Although other radio stations are available. Quite. They're probably normal, though. Probably got normal people behind the microphones. Right? The other people on Radio Woking, they are very good, you see, professionals. They just bring me in to show how good they are. They say, put him on,
25 years, Keith, 25 years.
Yeah, 25 years. And it don't seem long. In fact, that was the last track I listened to on YouTube before I came out tonight, was What's Up by Four Non-Blondes.
Oh, what a song.
And then when I got over here, right, coming over, I was listening to some Northern Soul, and that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And, maybe I'll get another slot just to do a Northern Soul. I'll see if I can go in with Dobbo on a Sunday lunchtime when she does a Motown and Soul show, because she does a fantastic show there. So if you're having Sunday lunch, tune in to Dobbo from 12 to 2 with the Motown show, the Motown and Soul show.
Fantastic.
But anyway, in the meantime, we have Another track from the Ribs. So this is going to be because I thought this again was another cover, Living in the Past. I had visions of Ian Anderson on one foot there.
The mighty Jethro Tull.
Exactly.
Grew up on that stuff.
Did you? Right, I've got a story there, and I'm not going to tell it on air. I'll tell you that. And I'm not going to do it so as people can read my lips either. He's got better lawyers than me. Oh. And it's nothing to do with Jethro Tull. It's nothing to do with Jethro Tull. It's being in the audience at a Jethro Tull when they were playing. So, yeah. Before we start getting all these conspiracy rumours as to what's going on, no, nothing to do with that at all. It's someone who was in the audience who definitely has bigger lawyers than me. This is the Ribs and Living in the Past. Living in the Past from the Ribs The worrying thing is it now says error. It's just suddenly come up there. So hopefully when the next track comes up,
Play it again.
We'll be able to play it. But no, it's gone error. Oh, well, we'll just take a chance then that the error's there. We're going to have to say goodbye to everybody in Facebook. Don't listen to that. We're not allowed to play it. Oh. We'll have to say goodbye to everybody in Facebook land. So goodbye. And you can listen live at radiowoking.co.uk. Just click on the link and you will get the live stream. You just don't get the top of my head on the screen.
Lovely though it is.
It is, isn't it? I like it. I like it, yeah. That's why I don't have a neck, because I want to show off my head. So, goodbye to everyone hello to Andrew Curtis, who's just tuned in. So we're saying goodbye to everyone on Facebook. But as I say, you can listen in live on radiowoking.co.uk, because we have to turn it all off because of rules and regulations.